I feel like sometimes the Middle East invented grilling, and I need to share with you my favorite recipe, which is the chicken kofta kebabs. Now, kofta started in Persia and traveled across the entire Middle East and North Africa. Every country has its own version. Sometimes it's called kefta, sometimes it's called kofta, sometimes it's just called kebabs. Every family has its own spice ratio. Now, what they all have in common is the shape and the technique. Start with ground meat seasoned with plentiful bold spices, and then usually pressed around the skewer into a long cylinder. And then the best way to cook it is grilled until charred on the outside and juicy inside. Now, when I make my kofta kebabs, I don't skip. I add in fresh herbs, parsley or cilantro, fresh onion, and the most important part is the spices. Now, a lot of them are the ones you're used to, but the spice that surprises people when they taste my kofta kebabs for the first time is the cinnamon. In North America, there's this consensus that cinnamon goes in dessert, but in Middle Eastern cooking, cinnamon goes in meat. It adds a warmth that isn't sweet, a depth that makes the chicken taste richer than it is. When it's combined with cumin, paprika, and fresh cilantro, it becomes something completely its own that gives these kebabs their certain je ne sais quoi, or unique flavor. Now, growing up in Israel, kofta was at every barbecue, every table, and of course, in every pita. I like to eat it with Israeli salad, a pour of tahini, a squeeze of lemon. That combination hasn't changed just because I moved countries. I simply moved to kitchens and brought it into my new life. Make this now and thank me later when you discover the flavor of a real Middle Eastern chicken kofta kebab.